Now, just want to obviously get some of your overall just thoughts and predictions on some future fights that are coming up. Uh-oh. Who's that? Uh-oh.
I was gonna say.
Uh-oh. That's the future gold medalist right there.
Yeah.
Um, now, I wanted to get your overall opinions and thoughts on, a Wilder Fury trilogy and just seeing.
I wouldn't really much care for it. After seeing what happened with Deontay, the second rematch, I don't want to see that.
You feel that Fury would be too dominant based off that performance that you saw?
Yeah, too dominant.
You think there's anything that Wilder can do in that space that can change, the outcome in a trilogy? You think in its time? You think it's too late? Do you think there's any improvements?
Man, I think it's too late. It's over with. He lost his belt, and I feel like he just got outdogged. Whenever you get outdogged, I feel like you cannot come back. Unless you feel like you really can redeem yourself.
And I'm sure there's a lot of narratives and stories out there about maybe the suit or equipment. Is there any validity in that, or is there?
Man, them all excuses. That's how I feel. Them all excuses and excuses just to say, "Oh, I didn't win just because of this or just because of that." I don't want to hear that. You lost. A loss is a loss. You can't. No excuses.
You think Joshua will be able to give a better performance or fight against Fury if they face each other, or no?
No.
And why is that?
Because I feel that Anthony Joshua, he has a weak chin. So, if Fury fighting like he fight, if Fury fights like he fought Wilder, he's gonna win, no problem.
And so in this case, then Tyson Fury, in your opinion, is the best heavyweight out right now?
Yeah, right now, Tyson Fury.
I guess another dream matchup or matchup that was supposed to happen was that Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko fight. It's supposed to be around the corner. Do you have a breakdown on how that fight will play out? And
I honestly don't know because Teofimo called me for camp, and then
to work with him for the Lomachenko fight.
Yeah, to work with him for the Lomachenko fight. Because I fight southpaw and I fight orthodox.
Yeah, you switch up, man.
Yeah, so he called me, but this coronavirus stuff. So he hasn't called me back. So I don't know. I know it's gonna be a good fight though.
And
because I watched Teofimo in amateurs too.
You think it's there's a lot of naysayers out there that might say that Teofimo, he's young, he's walking to the lion's den too soon. Do you think that's absurd for fans to kind of think that this is a big step for Teofimo?
I don't blame Teofimo. When you got a dream, you have to chase your dream, and that's all he's doing. I don't know. I don't feel no type of way that he's doing that. Because anybody that's chasing their dream is gonna do
that. And the fact of him winning the fight is not asinine or not crazy.
No, it's not crazy. Anything can happen in boxing. This is a sport where people get amazed. Every other fight. He personally amazed me with the Richard Comey fight. How he knocked Richard Comey out.
And it was quick.
And Robert Easter couldn't do it. He amazed me just on the fact that he knocked him out in the second round.
Yep.
The kid's a monster, and when you're doing that, you have to follow your dream.
Win over Lomachenko. Do you think that puts Teo in the top, pound for pound, kind of for beat them?
And he would be set for life. If a win over Lomachenko the money will be right and he will be set for life.
do you and just going on that pound for pound kind of thing? One of the guys that they put as like pound for pound is Canelo, and they were supposed to be like a Billy Joe Sanders fight, but it may not happen. It might go down to Triple G for a third fight. How do you have that Canelo breakdown between either one of those fights? Or does it even interest you?
Yeah, Billy Joe Sanders and Canelo. That's an interesting one, but I have no care for Triple G and Canelo anymore because Canelo won. Like, why would you go backwards?
Do you think Triple G is kind of, based off his last performance, is kind of past his prime, and that maybe that this might be, if Canelo would win, maybe a more devastating win?
I don't feel like Triple G's past his prime. Every fight is not going to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just wasn't an easy fight for him. I personally thought he lost,
mm-hmm.
but it wasn't. It just wasn't a easy fight.
Mm-hmm. And seeing that, a third fight, you think Canelo will win more convincingly?
I think he would.
Mm-hmm.
But he need to get a rematch with the boy he just fought because he really did not win that fight.
Talking about Sergey Derevyanchenko.
Yes.
Who do you think is I guess in that middleweight division, if you remove Canelo, or maybe even with Canelo, I guess who's number 1 and number 2 in the middleweight division?
Middleweight.
Some people might say Jamal.
160?
Yep. Some people might say Jamal. Some might say Demetrius.
So you said with Canelo being in it, who's 1 and who's 2?
Yep.
I feel Canelo is 1, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Demetrius Andrade is number 2.
You think we can ever get that fight? Demetrius and Canelo? And why not?
Because a lot of people don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade because he's pretty hard to hit and awkward style. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't want to fight him because of that.
How do you fight a guy like that? I mean, you're a guy with a lot of tools that switch styles and can adjust and come forward and fight backwards. How do you face a guy like that? How do you even neutralize someone like yourself and Demetrius?
But I don't even know. See, fighters like that, me and I would ask my dad, like, what do you think I would have to do for, and he would tell me, and we would go from there. But he's not in my weight class, so I don't gotta worry about it.
Hey, who knows? Maybe the 4 or 5 division world champion. That might be. You might be sitting at 154 or something like that one day and figure out, man, how did
Who knows? He might even fight my teammate Charles Conwell. I don't know.
Oh.
One day, I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight. Charles is a great fighter and Olympian too, man. You guys breed. And I'm sure you probably just miss being in that environment with you and Charles and everyone just.
Yeah, of course, man. That's like my best buddy. Mm-hmm. And the corona came around and he went home.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully everything's good with him, family wise and whatnot.
Yeah, he's good. I just talked to him the other day. He's good.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. And then, of course, just wondering, kind of just rounding about, the interview and stuff while you're chilling home and stuff like that. Do you get into like the video games? You play 2K and Madden a little bit, and do you?
Yeah, I play. I don't play Madden, but I play 2K20, Fortnite. Mm-hmm. Fortnite is my Call of Duty, so I don't play Call of Duty.
Oh, so you don't play the Warzone? You get down and.
I get down in Fortnite. I like getting them dubs.
So you win. You actually win those like 100 people.
Of course. I won a couple solos, and I always play with my brother duos. And we try to get people from the gym to play squads.
Does that keep your competitive edge? You know, when you go home and you can't turn off the fight mode, you ready to?
Of course. You know, we argue about who's the best in Fortnite every day in the house.
Oh, word.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna say yourself. So
of course,
who runs second?
Myself. I'm the best. I am the best.
Now, obviously, you know, there's millions of topics, a lot of things that you know that I would love to ask, and we'll definitely save that for future interviews. I want to definitely give you an opportunity to talk to the fans and any last message and words out to them, and just keep everyone posted.
Nothing too much. Just stay tuned and be ready for me to fight. This virus is not gonna stop me for too long. I will be back in the ring soon.
And for the fans to follow your social media, or maybe if they see your username across Fortnite and they know who they're losing against. Like,
my name on everything is Otha Jones III RD, even on Fortnite. My username is Otha Jones III RD.